I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequences.
Just when everyone thought the drama had settled and things between Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor were finally calm, a storm rolled in. And this one came out of nowhere. Out of the blue, Aaron's ex-girlfriend leaked a voice note. And let's just say it turned the internet upside down. The moment the audio hit social media, people stopped scrolling. It wasn't just some petty rant or a vague statement. It was Aaron's actual voice, raw and bitter, calling Teyana Taylor a mistake. Yes, you heard that right. Not a bad phase. Not a misunderstanding. A mistake. And from the way he said it, you could feel that he meant every word. In the voice, note, Aaron sounds frustrated, like he's had this bottled up for way too long. He starts off straight to the point. This whole thing with Teyana, man, it was a mistake. There's a pause, the kind of silence that feels like someone's holding back years of regret. And then he continues, "She's not what I thought she was." That line hit people hard. Because we've all seen how he smiled in pictures with her, how he hyped her up in interviews, how their posts looked like couple goals. But now it's like the curtain's been pulled back and we're seeing what might have been the real story all along. He didn't stop there. The voice note continued with a line that felt like a punch in the gut. "I miss the peace I had." Peace. That word echoed all over social media. Was he trying to say being with Teyana was chaos? What made the audio even more shocking was what he said next. "All this is fake. I still think about you sometimes." The you he's referring to? Most likely the ex who leaked the audio. Fans who once adored Aaron and Teyana's romance were left questioning every cute video, every flirtatious comment, every shared moment. Was it all a lie? Did Aaron truly love her, or was he just playing a role he thought the public wanted to see? Then came the twist that nobody expected. The ex who leaked the voice note didn't just post it and disappear. She came with her own message, bold and unapologetic. Even though she didn't reveal her name or identity, her post went viral within hours. She wrote, "I stayed silent long enough." And just like that, she had everyone's attention. She claimed Aaron never truly loved Teyana. In her words, he used her as a step-up, a way to gain more fame. She even said that after he and Teyana were officially together, Aaron was still texting her, sending mixed signals, keeping her emotionally on a string. According to this ex, Aaron used to describe Teyana as too much, too emotional, too dramatic, too intense. But now people are starting to wonder, was she really too much? Or was she just being real, while Aaron was the one pretending? The ex didn't stop there. She warned that this was just the beginning. She claimed that more voice notes exist, and they're worse than the first one. But for now, she's holding them back, saying she only released this one to get people's attention. And well, she definitely got it. The internet is now divided. Some people are calling her bitter, saying she's just jealous and wants attention. But others are calling her brave, a whistleblower who exposed someone who's been hiding behind a charming smile. Meanwhile, Teyana's reaction, or rather her lack of it, has people reading between the lines. She hasn't posted anything. No tweets, no Instagram stories, no press statements. For someone as active and expressive as Teyana, her silence is deafening. People are going through her old posts now, searching for signs. Was she unhappy? Was she trying to drop hints? Did she know this was coming? Some fans believe she had a gut feeling something was off, but tried to keep it together anyway. Others think she was just as shocked as everyone else when the audio leaked. What really stirred fans was when she quietly unfollowed Aaron on social media. No drama, no captions, just unfollowed. That quiet move said more than any long rant ever could. And now, rumors are swirling that Teyana has lawyered up. She's not just sitting around heartbroken, she's preparing. Whatever she's planning, it's clear she's taking this seriously. Every day she stays quiet, the suspense grows. People are waiting for her side. And knowing Teyana, When she finally speaks, it's going to shake the table. Social media has transformed into a digital coliseum, where opinions clash and alliances shift by the minute. The latest drama, an online storm sparked by a series of leaked voice notes, sending platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit into a frenzy. Hashtags like Sachin Protect Teyana and Aaron Ice Exposed have taken over timelines, each side of the argument digging in their heels. Some users confessed they had always felt uneasy about Aaron. There was just something about his energy that didn't sit right. A few are standing by him, cautioning others not to rush to judgment before all the facts come out. But the noise online is growing louder and more certain. For many, the voice in the audio is unmistakably his. On TikTok, users have turned into amateur investigators. They're slowing the audio down, listening frame by frame, analyzing tone, inflection, even the sounds in the background. It's like a collective mission to get to the truth. Every breath, every pause is being scrutinized. Most have come to a shared conclusion: the voice sounds like Aaron, and if it's him, then the contents of those voice notes are damning. Over on Instagram, fan pages are digging through the archives, pulling up old interviews and social media posts. They're placing his past statements next to what he's saying now, highlighting contradiction after contradiction. The inconsistencies aren't just noticeable, they're piling up fast, and it's painting a picture many didn't expect. Meanwhile, Reddit is doing what Reddit does best: theorizing. Long threads speculate about what really went down. Was Aaron ever truly happy? Did he feel confined by expectations, forced into performing a version of himself that never existed? Was he trying to be someone he wasn't, or did the pressure of public life simply catch up to him? The questions are endless, and the answers are murky at best. But the internet is hungry for clarity, and right now, speculation is filling the void. A growing number of fans have shifted their support to Aaron's ex. They see her not as someone out for revenge, but as the person who finally had the courage to speak up. They're calling her brave, urging her to share more if she has it. Drop the rest of the voice notes, they say. Let the truth be heard. To some, this feels like a moment of reckoning, a necessary confrontation of someone who built trust and then shattered it. But not everyone is cheering. Others are sounding the alarm. They warn that this kind of fire is hard to contain. Once the public gets involved, the story takes on a life of its own. Things escalate quickly, and what starts as a call for accountability can turn into something messier. In this environment, trust isn't just fragile, it's nearly impossible to rebuild once it's broken. And Aaron, whether guilty or misunderstood, is now facing the consequences of that break. Just when things couldn't seem any more charged, a new twist dropped. And it didn't come from Aaron or his ex. It came from Iman Shumpert, Teyana Taylor's ex-husband. He didn't give a long speech or hop on live. Instead, he posted a single Instagram story that sent shockwaves across the internet. Just one sentence: "Karma is a quiet visitor." The reaction was immediate. Within minutes, his story was everywhere. Screenshotted, reshared, memed. The comments section exploded. Fire emojis, eyes emojis, comments like, "He knows," and "This was for Aaron, 100%. It was the kind of shade that doesn't need a name attached. The message was clear without being direct, and that made it hit even harder. But Iman wasn't done. The next post was a throwback photo of him with his daughter, captioned with just one word: peace. For many fans, that wasn't a coincidence. In one of the voice notes allegedly from Aaron, he talks about craving peace. The parallel was too sharp to ignore. It felt like Iman was sending a pointed message, without raising his voice, without even saying Aaron's name, and the internet ate it up. People started praising Iman as the real one, the grown man who handled things with quiet strength and dignity. In contrast, Aaron's words and behavior started to look even more suspect. Iman's subtle involvement did something unexpected. It shifted the energy of the entire conversation. He didn't add fuel to the fire. Instead, he acted like a calm observer, someone who'd already been through his own storm and didn't need to say much to be heard. The elegance of his response made Aaron's alleged actions look more chaotic. Fans began to draw comparisons. They said Aaron could never measure up to Iman, not just in how he carried himself during tough times, but in how he protected the people he cared about. In a strange twist, Iman ended up becoming part of the story without ever really inserting himself into it. His presence reminded people of Teyana's past, of the kind of love and respect she once had, and maybe still does. It made some reflect on what she may have gone through and why so many are standing behind her now. Even though Aaron's side of the story is still unfolding, the court of public opinion is already leaning heavily in one direction. Social media thrives on drama, but this situation feels different. It's not just a scandal, it's a reflection of how quickly public perception can shift, how trust once broken is rarely restored, and how even a single sentence can shift the entire narrative. Whether more voice notes will drop or more people will speak out remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the internet doesn't forget, and it never stays quiet for long. As this story unfolds, people are starting to imagine what could happen next. Was this relationship already falling apart before the voice note leaked? Maybe the leak was just the final blow. Some even think the ex didn't leak it to hurt Aaron, but to warn Teyana. Maybe she knew something dark was going on behind closed doors and decided to shine a light on it. Others are thinking ahead. If Teyana and Aaron truly break up, will there be a custody battle? Will legal drama follow? One particularly wild theory online says that Iman and Teyana were never really over, and that this situation could lead to a reunion. Fans are romantic like that. They love a full-circle love story. But as for Aaron, if he was thinking about doing damage control, now might be too late. If those other voice notes leak, and they're worse than this one, it could end his career before it even fully begins. Because this isn't just about relationship drama anymore. This is about character, integrity, manipulation. And people, don't forget when you lie to their faces for likes and clout. One voice note flipped everything. Aaron Pierre went from being the guy people rooted for to the man they don't recognize anymore. Teyana Taylor's silence is louder than any public statement. Iman Shumpert's subtle digs are turning into fan favorites. And the ex who started it all? She's got the world waiting to see what she'll do next. This drama isn't over. It's just getting started. So if you're still here, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for every messy, heartbreaking, and jaw-dropping update. Because if this chaos has taught us anything, it's that one leaked message can flip everything upside down. And from the sound of it, there's more where that came from.